Hello again. As I mentioned during the first demonstration, I wanted to share with everyone two use cases. The first use case that we walked through was a customer who had missed a few payments. Within the Strategist portal, we created a strategy to send out an SMS to those particular customers. The customer received the SMS. We provided a link for the customer to visit the website to make a payment. The customer clicked on the link, logged into their account, made a payment, resolved their account, and received a real-time communication thanking them for their payment. The next use case that I would like to walk through is a little bit different. This is a customer that is significantly past due, and what we are trying to entice this customer to do is to clearly resolve his account, but also let him know that he is eligible for payment plans. Now, the way that Gordie Howell is our customer, and the way that Gordie received communication was via an email. So again, within the Strategist portal, Arrow would have the ability to create the email, create the content. Once the document has been created, you can then take those documents and assign them to account segmentation within the decision tool. So Gordie received his email and he decides that he would like to log on and take a look to see what's available to him. So I'm going to go ahead and log on to Gordie's account. So as Gordie's logging in, one thing I'll highlight here is you'll see on the right-hand side there's a live chat button enabled. Currently, Catabat has a partnership with LivePerson. We are not married to LivePerson, so I've talked to Mark, and if there are other providers out in the market space that are more appealing or a better fit for Arrow, really the point here is that the Catabat platform can very easily take the code and embed it into the website page. But live chat, I think there's a lot of really cool things right now that live chat can accomplish. The first being directly talking with an agent. Second, is the bot functionality. And third is also predefined content. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because I know that that's something that we're still working through, but really wanted to highlight the fact that within the website, the live chat can be enabled, and as your customers are going through this experience, they could have the ability to chat. Okay, so we logged in. One thing I'll highlight here, which is quite different than Molly's experience, Molly was directed to a consent workflow. You can see here, we've actually configured the system, and this would be something that you would have the ability to do within the Strategist portal to redirect this customer to a workflow that is really enticing them before they even log into the site to review payment plans or make a one-time payment. Again, this is all configured by you, so you can really determine the experience that you would like the customer to have. But what I would like to do now is kind of show you the payment plans and what that customer experience could potentially look like. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. You'll see once I hit submit, I am then directed to the payment offers payment offers page. You'll see here that Gordie is eligible for a program. The way that the program is presented to the customer is the programs are configured within the Strategist portal. So Arrow would have the ability to create your programs. You have the ability to control all of those parameters. Once you've created a program, you can then take that program and assign it to inventory segmentation. So when strategies run, an account hits certain criteria, if you've assigned a program, it would be presented to that customer on the website for them to actually take a look at and see if they were able to enroll. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this to show you what the details of a payment plan could look like. You can see here this is a pay in full over three payments. Again, you have the ability to configure what that payment plan looks like. As the customer, Gordie is looking at this, and unfortunately he doesn't feel that this plan is going to work for him at this time. So he's unfortunately going to decline. What just occurred is when I hit that decline, you'll notice that we were redirected into a questionnaire. This is also a workflow. So as I mentioned, within the website, there are different spaces, different spots. We refer to them as hotspots within different pages in the customer portal where you can insert these different workflows. So Decline All is one of those hotspots. So anytime someone declines your payment plans, you have the ability to redirect them to a workflow. This example is they declined. What I would like to do is actually potentially be able to obtain more information, because if I obtain more information, I may be able to offer them a different plan, or I can use that input, that customer's input, in future strategies. So just to give you some visibility, I'm not going to walk through this in detail, but just to show you what a workflow could potentially look like. This is an income and expense flow. So you can see here we ask a few questions. The customer continues to go to the next page. We then get a little more into the details. We would like to know their personal details, their household income, current living expenses, and the system, what the system can do in the Strategist portal. As you're creating these workflows, you can build calculations. So you could actually build the math in the background that says, okay, once they've created this particular workflow and they have disposable income greater than $1,000, I'm okay offering them a different payment plan, and you could do that real time within the system. For this particular use case, I'm going to actually go back to the review payment offers, and I'm going to go ahead and accept. What is going to occur now, very similar to Molly's experience, is our friend Gordy is going to receive a real-time confirmation email indicating that he's accepted a program offer with the details of that. Again, that's all configured by you within the Strategist portal when you're creating your segmentation. The last few things I'll point out, you can see here we talked about the account summary in Molly's demonstration. We walked through making a payment. We walked through payment offers. The other ability is to manage payment methods. So again, this is the ability for the customers online to add funding accounts, as well as the Catalbat platform also does support promise to pays. The system also does allow customers to update contact information. Again, this is optional. If this is something that you would not like your customers to have the ability to do on the website, we would just disable that functionality. As well, here you can see schedule appointment. If you wanted to allow appointments to be scheduled, the customer does have the functionality on the website if you would like it enabled to submit those. And then the last thing I'll point out here to the last one is helpful resources. So actually helpful resources was configured within the Strategist portal. So this is one of the other hotspots that we allow our clients to utilize to customize the website. So for example, we've seen clients use this for a lot of different type of use cases. This example is just giving your customers some FAQs, a video, just really advice on how to better their credit, how to get their accounts up to date, the impact of not paying your accounts could potentially have. But we've also seen individuals, or we've seen clients utilize this space to capture complaints. Really, again, it's a workflow. So you have the ability to configure within the Strategist portal what you want to be presented here. Okay, well, that was everything that I wanted to share through the demonstrations. I really appreciate everyone's time. The goal was for the recorded videos, and I apologize that I'm not a polished actor or voiceover, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. But really, if you have the opportunity prior to Tuesday's meeting to take a look, kind of digest the platform, if you have any questions or comments or concerns as you look at these two use cases, if you could let myself or Mark know prior to the meeting, that would be wonderful. Would love to be able to ensure that we address any questions that you have during that time slot. I know your time is very valuable. Also, I would like to take that time to be able to share a little bit of visibility into the Strategist portal. As we just walk through these customer experiences, I would like to take a few minutes to show you how that was configured and how Arrow would have the ability to configure that within the Strategist portal. As well as Ray Peloso, who is our CEO, and Kelly Dickerson, who is the head of product, will be joining the meeting. So I also would love the opportunity for conversations to be had there. So hoping to free up a little bit of time. If you have any questions in the interim, please let myself, Mike DeAndrade, or Mark know. And I am looking forward to the meeting on Tuesday, and I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.